The Bond of Love, written by Kenneth Anderson. Kenneth Anderson, 1910-1974. He was a hunter, nature enthusiastic of wildlife. He was a British writer and hunter who wrote many books about his adventures in the jungles of South India. The Bond of Love is the story of Kenneth Anderson, which shows the love of a human with a sloth bear whom she called Bruno. Bruno is a sloth bear rescued by the author. Kenneth Anderson, born 8th March 1910, Bengaluru, died on 30th August 1974, Bengaluru. His nationality means British and also Indian and British. Here the author shows a strong attachment between a human being and a sloth bear that becomes a pet. The animal is rescued by the author and is named Bruno. Just now we have discussed. Now please turn up your books to page number 113. In the story, wherever you get I, it refers to author Kenneth Anderson. See, when he was passing through the sugarcane fields near Mysore, what happened? The author came across an orphaned baby bear. He caught the little creature and presented it to his wife, it seems. The author's wife expressed her delight, happiness on getting the baby bear. She at once put a colored ribbon around its neck and named it Bruno. So as time passed, Bruno got attached to the author's wife. She gave him a variety of things to eat and drink, such as porridge, vegetables, nuts, meat, rice, tea, coffee, lime juice, etc. Bruno grew mischievous with the passage of time. Some main points from page number 114. One day, he ate some poison barium carbonate. And then he also vomited and breathed heavily, but was later cured. There are some incidents like this. One more incident, he drank nearly a gallon of old engine oil. Fortunately, he remained unaffected. He also terrorized the tenants' children very often. So it was decided to keep him in chain most of the time, it seems, no doubt. So as time passed, Bruno grew big. He has equaled the Alsatians in height and even outgrown them, it seems. So the author and his friends advised author's wife to send Bruno to the zoo at Mysore. It was getting too big to be kept at home. So it took time to author's wife to give her consent. No, because it was really attached, closely attached to author's wife. So when these all people may be tenants or husband, whatever it is, but finally she agreed and Bruno was sent to the zoo. This separation was very painful. Everyone in the house, particularly the author's wife, Miss Kenneth Anderson's wife, missed him greatly. She was so grief-stricken that she refused to eat food. So she didn't take food because my Bruno is not there. Same was the condition of Bruno there in Mysore Zoo. Bruno also did not eat food and grew thin and sad, it seems, keeping the memory of the author's family. So one day what happened? The author's wife expressed her wish to visit the zoo to meet Bruno. She requested her husband to take. And here the author, thinking that he must have forgotten her, took her to the zoo. Okay, Bruno might have forgotten and it will be busy with the remaining animals in the zoo. So, accepting her, his wife's request, he took her to the zoo. But after reaching there, she came to know that he still remembered her. They sat together for 3 hours. She gave him tea, lemonade, cakes and ice cream. When the closing time came, she cried bitterly. She requested the superintendent of the zoo to bring Bruno back home. Then the superintendent allowed her and made special arrangements for transporting him to their house. To their home, it seems. At home, a separate island was made for Bruno. It's artificial island created by the author. It was 20 feet long and 15 feet wide and was surrounded by a dry pit 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep, it seems. See, a wooden box was kept on the island for Bruno to sleep. Bruno was happy, and so was the other's wife, even. Both. They spent hours together. Such was the bond of love between a human being and an animal. This story highlights the emotional bond between human beings and animals. So here we have to take here author's Anderson's wife and Bruno. And here the narrators is narrator or the other is same, one and the same in this lesson. And the narrator's wife shares affection with the wild bear, and they get attached to each other, shows that animals have feelings and reciprocate to love and warmth and affection. Vice versa, in which way we have pets in our home, isn't it? See in the starting paragraph, when the author found it in the sugarcane fields and all, so he put it in one of the gunny bags they bought and to present Julie to his wife. And when she saw it, she was so delighted, isn't it? And she christened it. Christened it means named it by name Bruno. And in the middle of the lesson here, the narrator's wife didn't agree to send to Mysore Zoo. But friends and all we have discussed, they all decided. And then she agrees. And a letter was written to the zoo in charge to inquire if he would like to keep a bear at the zoo. So after getting the acceptance from him, and then it was packed in a cage kept on a lorry. He travelled a distance of 87 miles to reach the zoo. See, they have taken more pain. Although everyone missed Bruno, but they were relaxed too, isn't it? The narrator's wife was disturbed. She wept and all. But even she done some correspondence, means writing letters to the zoo in charge to inquire. Oh, it is all right, it is undergoing to a similar situation like her, and sometimes it was not eating. This all the information was given to author's wife. And not only that, the author's wife used to say that when her friends visiting Mysore for some other purpose, when you are coming on your way back, please check out my Bruno, how it is. And these people, they used to report, fine, but appeared thin and sad. So these informations make her to make a move to the zoo. And the narrator also means Kenneth Anderson also restrained his wife from visiting for 3 months. Later on one day, no, I can't stop, I can't tolerate, please take. So finally they went to see the bear, means the Bruno, in the zoo. So when it was at home, the bear was fed milk with a bottle, means in the 6th paragraph we have in the textbook. Bruno soon took to drinking milk from a bottle. It was but a step further. Within a very few days, he started eating, drinking, everything else. It is there in the textbook, page number 114. So it started eating different food items. He enjoyed eating, drinking, everything and anything. It was attached to everyone, including their tenants' children and their pet Alsatian dogs also. It would play, run around the house, and even sleep in their beds. This all. Okay. Such was the love between human beings and animals. That is the title justification, the bond of love. Hope you all understood. Thank you and have a nice day.